Okay, so hey guys, and today I'm back with another Doraemon movie review, and this time it is Doraemon The Movie 2019 Nobita's Chronicle of the Moon Exploration. So let's begin the review of this Doraemon movie. Okay, so first let's talk about the opening. In it, we see a robot on the moon which is sent by Japan capturing footage of some weird white shadow. I really like this opening because it sets up the mystery factor of the moon really well. After that, we see Nobita going to his school where people are speculating over the new footage regarding the moon. To be honest, this scene was pretty boring and this entire movie is pretty boring until Luca comes into it. Yes, this movie turns really good and interesting once again when Luca finally enters in it, and what an introduction he has. Okay, so Luca's introduction was awesome and I really like how they set him up as such a mysterious figure at first, but then just showed him as a normal student. Still, they let the audience know that there was something special about him, due to him being able to shift objects and all. He's what really made this movie interesting near the beginning, since without him it started to feel pretty boring. His design is good too, and I like how they use purple for his clothes because I really like the color of purple or violet. With his design, story and character development combined, I would say he's one of the better guide characters of any Doraemon movie. Okay, so now let's talk about the Moonbits and the Moonbit Kingdom. I actually thought that the entire story would take place in just this kingdom alone, but I'm glad that I was wrong because if I was correct, then this movie would be pretty boring. The kingdom itself is obviously really bright and colorful and plays a big part in the story, but what plays a bigger part in the story is the second world that was introduced in this movie, Kaguya. Kaguya's story is pretty nice but also a pretty cliche one, but you know what? I can ignore that because it pays off really well at the end. I like how first they show one of Kaguya's spaceship and you get the impression that it is a really technologically advanced, powerful and happy planet, and then show you the actual state of the planet. The villain of this movie also resides inside of Kaguya. I had high hopes for the villain, but it let me down. It had one good scene, that being the twist that it was actually an AI, but that was it. There was no other awesome scenes that this villain had to offer. Really disappointed by this villain, but I like how there's a Japanese culture vibe to him and his army and all. When he was behind that big wall thingy, he really looked like an ancient Japanese emperor, and even his commander looks like an ancient Japanese samurai. An average villain that could have definitely been better, but who got watered down just for one big reveal. Can't say if that reveal was worth ruining a potentially fantastic villain or not. Okay, so Aru, one of the Espals, uses a tremendous amount of psychic power to rescue Suneo and Gian from a big accident, but because of that ends up giving their location to the people of Kaguya. Here we finally get to know about Kaguya and that planet's backstory, and it honestly felt pretty late because this was almost an hour into the movie. But I guess it's fair considering that the first half of most Doraemon movies is just about exploring different areas and setup and all, and it is the second half where the plot finally kicks in full gear. Anyways, the people of Kaguya chase down the Espals, and this chase scene really reminded me of the chase scene from the 2018 movie. I think it's because of the similar type of animation used in the scene. However, the chase doesn't end well for our heroes and the Espals end up getting captured. After this loss, Doraemon friends decide to rescue Luca and the others, and I really like the scene where they show them preparing for the final battle. It shows their determination to save their friends really well, and also, is that Shizuka's dog? Oh my god, Shizuka's dog is back. I was so happy when I saw Pero finally return. Only Doraemon fans who have watched a lot of episodes will know that Shizuka once had a dog named Pero, and I loved it seeing this cute dog return. The scene where they all hop aboard the Dora Air balloon is absolutely stunning, and I love the music in the background playing during that scene too. Such a beautiful and wondrous scene. Also, the Dora Air balloon has many rooms inside of it, which really reminded me of how the magic carpet had so much space in the Underworld movie. Okay, so right before the final battle, it is revealed that the commander of Kaguya is actually the descendant of the parents of Luca, and this reveal really blew me away. I thought that the commander had a samurai mask just for looking more intimidating or something, but it actually had some reason behind it, which I really liked. Also, Kaguya's jail looks less like jail and more like a hotel room. That looks so comfortable. How is that a jail? Anyways, Doraemon and friends reach the villain of this movie, who is named Diablo or Diabolo, after defeating his minions, and this is where the final battle finally begins. I was blown away even more at the reveal that Diabolo was actually an AI, and the thought of an AI controlling an entire planet without the planet even knowing it absolutely terrifies me. And this AI controlled an entire planet for 1000 years, which makes it even more terrifying. This is what happens when robots take over the world. The world becomes absolutely miserable. Honestly though, this reveal was better than the freaking final battle itself, which is such a disappointment. But this movie does find a way to surprise me once again, even in the final battle when all the moon bits came into the final battle. Yes, the two worlds that we had been introduced in this movie finally collide. The evil leader of Kaguya and his minions fight the moon bits and Doraemon and friends, and it was satisfying to see the evil minions easily getting defeated by the cute moon bits. Even the big moonbit joins in and helps tremendously, but that's not enough. The villain takes Luna and tries to use her Espal power to take over Earth, since Earth is basically what Kaguya once was. But of course he fails thanks to Mozo going through his quote-unquote head in an awesome way. Finally, Mozo comes to some use. A really nice and amazing defeat for the villain. Rating 8.5 out of 10. Best moment, the AI reveal. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the video, and I wanted to say that the art style for this movie really reminded me of the art style of Attack on Titan, and I'm not really a fan of that art style. So yeah, I would still prefer the 2017 movie's art style, and I want that art style to be brought back into Doraemon movies so bad. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe, and so yeah guys, bye!